Hello and welcome to our first Year 11 Virtual Assembly of 2021. The purpose of this assembly is to just share with you some information regarding the current situation in our most recent lockdown, how it might impact on us as a year group, hopefully answer some questions that you may have had over the last couple of months, and hopefully to put your mind at ease, and also to signpost you if you need any further help with anything. As we know, these are really unprecedented times. We've never had a situation like this for over 100 years with such a virus going around the world. We've not seen schools closed on this level before. We've not had closures to the hospitality industry. We can't go out for a meal or to the pub. We've not had closures to cinemas, theatres such as this, and we've not had situation in hospitals whereby there's been such a number of people needing assistance and needing support. We've also not had, certainly in my memory, a time where we've had to stay indoors and separate from our family and friends who we don't live with. So I appreciate for you guys in particular, this is a really difficult time. It's difficult for all of us, but particularly for Year 11s, particularly for you guys who want to socialise, mix together, which is all part of growing up. I appreciate this is really, really difficult for you guys. I'm sure you know the story by now, but just in case you don't, a little over a year ago, a new mystery virus was discovered in the Wuhan province of China. People were getting ill, and we didn't really know what the disease was and why it was affecting them. All we knew is that it's some kind of respiratory disease that affected the lungs. Those that were getting impacted in particular were those with underlying health conditions and the elderly. Underlying health issues basically just means that they've not got as good a working immune system generally, which means that they're not as effective at fighting diseases in general. So why are the restrictions that have been put in place over here for people like yourselves who particularly might not be vulnerable and certainly not old? Well, the virus can affect anyone, but if it does spiral out of control, then the NHS could get overwhelmed, meaning that people might die who otherwise might not have done if they could have got the treatment quickly. Also, it's important to remember that if the NHS is overwhelmed, the normal activities that would normally be undertaken wouldn't be able to be done so as effectively, meaning that non-COVID emergencies, which can affect anyone at any time, might not be carried out so easily. So the knock-on effect of this impacts on all of us. So what do we need to do to get through this situation and find light at the end of the tunnel, which is definitely there? Well, we need to follow the rules. You know what the rules are: social distancing, keeping yourself to your own household and only mixing when it's safe to do so, so at school when they are open to everybody, and we're not working from home. The slogan "Stay Home, Protect the NHS and Save Lives" is one I'm sure you're familiar with, and that's something that is ongoing, and that's the whole point from the previous slide that I mentioned: protecting the NHS to protect ourselves. Hands, face, space is another one. Keep your hands clean, keep your face mask covered when you are around other people in public, and keep 2 meters contact space from other people where possible. When you can, have virtual contact, so like this assembly with each other, use Zooms, use Google Teams, whatever it might be. Keep a balance of work life as well. Try and keep yourself sane. Help out your parents, help out your siblings. It's a difficult time for everybody, as well as yourselves. So help out, try and do your bit where you can. And keep in here and now. It's going to pass. My next few slides will talk about that in a bit more detail. But try and keep focused on the fact this is an ongoing situation. It has been for a while now, but we believe that we are through the worst of it and that we are going to hopefully soon be on the other side. I don't have a crystal ball to say when that will be, but it will pass. Another option is to try something new. It's an opportunity to start a new hobby, trying to do something that you might enjoy, that you've not always wished you wanted to try before. Give it a go, providing it's safe to do so in the current conditions and climate. In recent weeks, you would have heard about the success of a few vaccines that have been produced. That now is being rolled out within the country widely to those who are vulnerable and the elderly, those that are most requiring it. How vaccines work, without getting bogged down too much into all the science, is that it teaches your body how to basically defend against the disease. so that if you do come into contact with it, you can destroy the virus before it takes hold and starts giving you symptoms and make you poorly. As a result of the vaccine, we will have light at the end of the tunnel. We won't hopefully have to wait as long for the restrictions to pass like we did last time, because as people become vaccinated, they become less vulnerable, and therefore they don't become as ill, don't need to go to hospital, and can get back to a normal life. So light really is, I believe, at the end of the tunnel, and we're heading towards there now. So I banged on a bit about coronavirus and COVID in general and vaccines and all that stuff that the science teachers want to bang on about. But what does it actually mean for you as Year 11s, homeschooling, the majority of you, with all of this news that's happening around you, hearing about changes from one week to the next, about exams and everything else? Well, exams aren't going to happen. We have that confirmed now. So you will not be doing GCSE exams in the summer. These will be teacher assessed instead. You will still get grades, but you won't have exams in their usual format in the summer. You will, just like last year's cohort of Year 11 though, end up with a full set of GCSE grades, which then can be used for colleges, applications, sixth form, whatever it is that you are interested in wanting to do. So please don't panic regarding that. How they will be done, we still are waiting for guidance on. There may be some form of internal assessment within school, but what I would always emphasise and have done previously is do your work that's been set at home. Show your teachers what you are doing and do your best, because that's always the best approach. It's good preparation for next year anyway, depending on what you want to do, but also if you can showcase what you are good at, that obviously helps with the teacher assessment too. So just work as best you can. I know it's difficult, it's not the same as being in class, but we are here to support you. With regards to your post options, your post 16 options next year, you should have made some applications towards some places like secondary school, sixth forms like Belper for example, or you might have applied for colleges like Derby College, somewhere like that. If you haven't, then you need to start making inroads into that. And if you need to, contact your tutor, or you can contact Eleanor Snape, and you can see her email address on this slide if you need further support. Please do not panic though, we do need to look at getting that sorted in the rather immediate future. Lockdown restrictions will become relaxed and normality will start to return soon. I don't have, like I said before, a time frame on that, but I am confident with the vaccine that will happen soon. So please do persevere, but do speak up if need be. So if you need support, where should you go? Well, contact your class teachers if you need help with work. They're the best people to equip you with pointing in the right direction or assisting. There'll be a variety of work being set on Google Classroom, and some will be doing virtual sort of lessons or Q&A sessions as well. But you can always email your teacher. They're always there checking their emails, and they'll get back to you within a day or two with any of the queries that you have. So please do not think you're alone in it. We're here to help you. If you have any sort of general concerns or you're having problems with anything that's not academic based and not to do with your subject, contact your tutor in the first instance, or if you need to contact me, that's fine too. Just drop us an email and we'll get back to you. We might call you, and if we do, it'll be on a withheld number, or we'll email you back. If you have any safeguarding concerns, any problems at home or with other people, social media, things like that you feel like you need to talk to us about, then you can contact your tutor or myself, and we'll point you in the right direction with regards to that as well. And finally, it will be alright in the end. We will have a vaccine rolled out, we will become immune to this, and people will get better. If it's not alright, it's not the end yet. So hold on to that, use the support networks that are available to you, and if you are struggling, speak up.